Who doesn't have a favorite deck in the Yu-Gi-Oh card game? Although it can be quite tough to pick considering how many years it has been out, and especially for us that have been playing the game for nearly 20 years. At the end of the day, we do have a favorite, and we are both glad that we are able to show ours thanks to these releases in Quarter Century Stampede, and most importantly, for the first time, some key cards in these decks gets their Quarter Century Secret Rares. So why don't you start things off, Alberto?
Yeah, my favorite deck is Spiral, as you may know, and as you may know actually.
Yeah.
And seeing the Spiral Master Plan and the Spiral Resort honestly brings up so many good memories from the past, especially when we were traveling together to play YCSs and to build the decks, to study different strategies. And I really like the deck because basically it's a very heavy combo deck. And there were two different strategies to play the deck back then, when you could either go first or go second. And it was one of the very first moments in which, cards such as Ronnie Lockbird, Ash Blossom, Ghost Runner, and Snow Rabbit were playing in 3-offs. So there were a lot of different interactions to stop the deck. And just really liked and still like the fact that, you have still a lot of different cards to combo off. And I just really like, how you could interact, and then the resort itself was, I think, one of the greatest field spell I've ever played. So. Yeah, it brings up so many good memories, but I think you have even better memories than mine with Jor.
Yeah, I gotta say that it's crazy to me that we actually both share 2017 as a year for both of our archetypes being released, because mine, surprise, it's Zoodiac. But yeah, essentially, although they obviously lived through a big difference, which was the Master Rule change that introduced Link Summoning, both decks are absolutely iconic. I'm thinking of, Spiral, and in particular YCS London, where Jesse Cotton, a legend in the game nowadays, won his first YCS playing a Go Second Spiral deck, and obviously before that, the season, the early side of the season was dominated by Zoodiac. It was a very different deck from what we have seen up until that point, because it's one of the first, if we could say, one-card combo decks. But at the same time, it was not about ending the duel on turn one. You would just set up resources and then play these back and forth games in which cards that completely were forgotten, such as My Body as a Shield, Enemy Controller, spells from really the first years of the game, came back into it and allowed duelists to just, try and figure out what was the best version to compete with the deck. But as you have mentioned, I do have fond memories, because 2017 was the first time that we introduced a different way of qualifying for the World Championship through points. And at the end of the day, I did manage to get to the end of the season as the top point earner from Italy, but also winning the European Championship, going 17-0 with Zoodiac, and then qualifying for the World Championship in Tokyo, which is still my biggest, and my favorite experience in the game. What a deck it was. I have so much love about it. Might be biased, but I'm happy that all of you guys can experience it. And even lately, both on Master Duel and in the TCG, the deck has been able to adapt, most importantly thanks to Zeus, allowing to explore the way in which easily you can get to an XYZ with a lot of materials under it. And overall, I think we can both be grateful that Quarter Century Stampede has given some love to our favorite archetypes. So now it's your turn, guys. Just comment down below what is your favorite deck from the Yu-Gi-Oh card game.